Hello and welcome to Southeast Mk2 Golfs. We have spent our entire weekend at the epic Retro Rides Weekender 2025. Easy for me to say. Now the Saturday was our amazing club stand day. It was unbelievable and all the track action as well. Sunday, a little bit more chilled, but a main show day with some incredible cars on display. Now stick with us and see what that show is all about and some behind the scenes stuff. Just about to pull into our club stand location, and you can see by the hedgerows behind there is a really nice looking grass area. It's going to be great. Yeah.
The Three Musketeers.
After working hard organising the display stand, Joe acted as front of house to guide the Mark IIs to their parking spots.
Hello! How you doing?
Volume up for this unexpected moment. Oh, I think I just ripped my trousers. Oh no!
Alright, it's time to have a look at some of the other cars which are on display at this awesome show. Now here we've got one of my absolute favourites, BMW 8 Series. What a car. Such cool retro pop-up lights and things like that. And this has got a bit of a wide boy kit on it. Let's check it out. Now this has got some of the craziest overhangs that I've seen on a car. It looks insane. I think what strikes me about this place is the buzz. It is just amazing. Like, it's just such a nice atmosphere. It's just a great location and everyone just seems like they're having a great time. It's just amazing, the show. I'm really, really enjoying it. Look at this, there's just so much variety. It's just everything from every era. Here we go. Let's set foot on the world famous and historic Goodwood race circuit. Not a bad way to spend your Saturday, eh? How about this as a way to display your car? I'll just take my front off.
Can I have a look inside it?
Oh yeah, please. Is that right?
It's £5, but
Yeah. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. What a setup. So I guess that removable bonnet isn't just for sort of like to look good, it's actually for maintenance as well. It helps things along, yeah?
Helps very much. Well, this is a street legal car as well. We drive this on the street. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
But yeah, it's much easier to get to the front. We've got the hood piece that does come off.
Yeah?
So it's like a bit of a transformer, really.
That's...
The doors come off, the boot comes off. We can take it all off just so we can get out the car
yeah.
to work on it.
That's brilliant. So obviously with the plastic windows and all that setup, is it, you know, it's built for track, is it, as well as the road, yeah?
Yeah, we do. We run in a class called Street Eliminator, which is the fastest street legal cars in the country.
Wow.
So we go 8.0 at 165.
Jeez.
Victoria goes 196 at 7.6 seconds. Markle's in the 10s, getting into the 9s, and Anthony over there does 205 miles an hour in 7.1 seconds.
That's amazing. So,
and we're all street legal. At the end of qualifying, we have to meet up at the front gate at the track and follow a marshal for 35-40 miles on the street to prove they're street legal.
That's great.
So it's called Street Eliminator.
Yeah.
We're Bad Apple Racing, which is our team.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get to the track, go and have a look at some of these cars.
That's fantastic. So obviously this is heavily modified. What is this running to get it to this quick?
This is a 632 cubic inch, which is just under 11 litres.
Right.
We have 2 stages of nitrous that can deliver 500 horsepower per kit.
Yeah.
And the motor's about 1200 horsepower.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
We've got to feed all that in and get the traction balance right.
Yeah.
It's not easy. The car does about 0 to 60 in 1.6 seconds. On a good day when we have had the car nose of the car pointing to the sky.
I can imagine.
We put too much in on the start line once.
That's incredible.
So yeah, we do have to temper the power
and
bring it in at the right parts. They're turbo cars and nitrous cars totally different. We have to get all ours done in the first 300 feet and then maintain that level of increase down the track. The turbo cars can put all their power in from about 600-700 feet and really ramp it up. That's why they get huge mile an hour at the other end.
So this is no nitrous on this one?
This is nitrous.
This is nitrous, so
Twin nitrous kit.
Yeah.
That one next to us is twin turbo.
Okay.
Michael's Zephyr is nitrous, and Tony's on the end. No engine in that one because he blew it up racing me, funnily enough. But he's twin turbo as well.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, thank you so much for showing me around.
That's
brilliant.
More than welcome.
Brilliant. Thank you. Really interesting. I was not expecting that when I just had a look at it. Walking up to it.
Yeah, we did
great.
the burnout the session this morning, and hopefully we're going to do another one this afternoon.
Oh, great. I'll make sure
I pulled my parachute, so I think I'm the only guy to pull a parachute on the racetrack.
Amazing.
In history?
In history.
Wow, great.
At least you can say that you've done that.
First, yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's incredible.
You know what? If you're going to go out, you might as well go out in style. That has made a right mess. Ouch. Now this is one of the most beautiful cars I think I've ever seen. Oh, this is gorgeous. Owned by Mr. Goodwood himself, who owns the race circuit. Not a bad way to travel. Here we got a bit of Fast and Furious royalty here, nicknamed the Viper Scepter. So one of my favourite cars, a Jensen Interceptor, has mated with a Viper engine, that glorious V10. Oh, what an incredible car. That's beautiful. Seem to be a bit of the underrated Z car, these, but I really, really like them. And fun fact, the headlights on these were used in the facelift Lamborghini Diablo. It all makes sense now. Bit of rally royalty here. Oh, just beautiful. And whilst all the other manufacturers were focusing on four-wheel drive, Lancia stuck with a two-wheel drive formula, and they won their Group B rally for that season. Look at the paintwork on this Corrado. Wow. These are such a pretty car. I do like these a lot. Really, really nice. A lot of people said the Peugeot 406 Coupe looked like these, but yeah, I think these look really nice. Got a bit of a rev off. about the only drift car that I could afford.
This is running a Chevy V8.
Here we go, big V8. Look at even this going out on track. This old Audi. I have no idea what model it is, but it is cool. I love the fact that it's going out on track. Amazing. That's going to be great fun. So I just saw this little Polo behind me, and I noticed that it got a little sort of vent hole or air intake hole in the front bumper, so I thought it must have something special in it. Let's check it out. There's a little air intake hole or something. G40. It's been pretty well stripped out. And there's a NOS tank. Excellent. I bet that is a laugh a minute. Alright, so I'm about to go in what I claim is the world's fastest standard 16 valve GTI. This could be quite fun because this is a very, very fast track, and Steve, who's driving it, doesn't pull any punches. Wish me luck. You have to say a little bit about the car or anything like that, like, you know, how you collected it and stuff, because I know it's got a bit of a story, isn't it?
So yeah, a friend of mine, I've been looking for another 16 valve for quite some time.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine on the internet, Tom, messaged me and said, I've got this that's come up. It's a bit too much of a project for me. Are you interested? So I went and looked at it, and it had been off the road for 27 years. Put in a barn inside a garage inside a house.
Wow.
27 years. So I did the deal, brought it home. Wouldn't run because it had 27 years worth, well, 27 years old petrol in it.
Yeah. So that's sludge.
So I pulled it out. It was like about 10 litres of what looked like Coca-Cola, but it wasn't.
Oh, nice.
So I basically refreshed the fuel system front to back. So new injectors, meter in head, I rebuilt myself, and fuel pump and stuff.
Yeah.
Got it running, and then went to take it for an MOT, but it still had like 27-year-old bushes, you know, hadn't been on the road. So I basically put new suspension on it, Bilstein and I-back. Nothing over the top, and replaced all the rubber bushes around it everywhere. New disc and pads on front and rear, but I bought M-Tech special, you know, a bit better disc and pads. Green stuff on the front as well, because I wanted to track it. And then it had a stock 16 valve exhaust which was rusty. I'd welded it up for an MOT, but it just wasn't good enough, and I just went and spoke to Matthew, Mr. Track Slag, bought a track slag for it.
So 2¼ is it? 2¼ inch is it?
So no, it's 2.5.
Oh, okay.
It's 2.5, and it's the 2-box system. Being a 16 valve, it's already got a box on the front pipe. That's right. So technically it's 3-box. And other than that, I've not touched the engine. I've not done anything to it other than put a nice radio in it from the 80s, and put a set of track wheels and tyres on it recently.
So it's completely standard otherwise, really.
But yeah, standard.
And it flies, doesn't it?
Standard 16 valve engine and gearbox. And it is all the original engine numbers match up to the V5, so it hasn't been changed.
Yeah.
I don't think it's been played with. So what I've heard is that very early 16 valves, and this is October 1986.
Right. Yeah.
And they started making them in September.
Yeah.
They did a lot of development on the 16 valves because it was a new engine, and they reckon the first sort of few batches of 16 valves were the ones that had all the power, and after that mass production kicked in, and then, you know, of course the castings got a little bit rougher, things weren't quite so precise because they made millions of engines rather than, so I'm kind of hoping that's the case, because it really does go. I've had it up against one of the guys' ABFs, and he was like, it's only when you get up to top speed that you can notice the difference between the ABF and this. Because this will catch an ABF up to probably about 100 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
I know, it's crazy, yeah.
Quite looking forward to this.
So we had a bit of a tear up, me and Carl. Carl's got a 16 valve turbo. And he was like, I can't believe how fast it is. He says, I can't leave you until we get up higher, you know, top speed, and the turbo takes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad. Well, this.
It's
I
good
reckon
fun.
it'll be good fun.
It's great fun.
I've seen you driving it at Bedford on 3 wheels. So I know you drive the wheels off it.
Why not? You know, let's enjoy it. And if it breaks, it's on a trailer today, so if it breaks, it is what it is. I'll take it home and get it fixed.
Here we go. Wow, that does go for a 16 valve. Undulates all over the place, doesn't it, the track? Great. This is good. Wow, that's amazing. Oh yeah. That was amazing.
That was much better than the last one as well.
I am sweating buckets now just from holding on. That was so fast. I cannot get over how quick that is. And it grips really well, doesn't it?
I know.
What a laugh.
Yeah, it certainly is fun.
It just doesn't feel like it's gonna let go. It doesn't give you that indication that anything's gonna go wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't get unsettled very easily. You know, it really.
I can see why you don't want to change anything. It's just, it feels really, really well set up.
I don't want to stiffen it up. I don't want to.
No.
You know.
I think that slight lean that it has, it's kind of gives it a bit of a forgiving kind of nature, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow. That was really good. You know how to drive this. That was a fun. I don't know how long that was. It didn't feel very long, but
no,
great.
It didn't, not at all. But you know, we would go faster if we could just have more laps.
Yeah.
And we could just keep going.
Yeah, it becomes more familiar. That first corner, that is wild.
Do you know what I mean? About you could go faster on that first corner. You just would need to. You would need to just learn it a little bit more, like where to turn in.
Yeah. I just don't know where it goes, because it just starts dipping and undulating.
I know, and then it tilts out a bit, and you just feel the back go, but
it's knocking you off camber, isn't it? Because the camber's is opposite to what it should be. Oh, that was good. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for that.
Friend, no worries.
Great for having a little ride out.
Yeah, bit of payback for the organising you guys do. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. We survived. What a laugh. I think my heart rate is just about returned to normal after that. What a ride. That 16 valve that's so fast. I've been in a number of 16 valves, obviously I've got one myself. That was the fastest one I've been in. That was ridiculous. Something is definitely up with that. As Steve said, it might be to do with the fact it's an early one, I don't know, but yeah, brilliant fun. Anyone coming to Goodwood at any point, get yourself out on the track. You've got that heritage from Stirling Moss era and things like that. It's just, that was so fun. Very fast. I remember these from holidaying in Spain with the family, and this was a hire car that we had, a Lancia Y, bundling 4 of us into it. That is cool. Can't say look quite like that, but that is a pretty car. I like it. Old school Ferrari. This is like got faded paint. Looks like it's got a bit of history. Enzo. Now there's some serious history behind this, so I recommend you just pause this and have a read of it. That's amazing.
Take a picture of it.
So it's presented to John Surtees after winning his World Championship in the F1 by Enzo Ferrari. Very cool. Have a look at that. Have a look at that note and read through it, and it's really interesting. I love that. Look at that. All the all the Santa podcasts. They're all tucked up in bed. Very awesome. God, that thing's loud. Proper wide boy here. Oh yeah, look at that. That is great. Love to know what that's running.
I didn't see that go out today.
No.
Years really, because the little ones are gone, selling it took a little bit. Yes, this is like forged, all bottom ends all forged, stock head and stuff, just really fresh.
That's amazing.
Bought his own bike for 90 quid.
You're too old to be there. Hi guys, just to put you in the picture, the guy that thought we were at Surrey on the track.
Smasher burger. Oh yes.
Get your laughing gear around that. Yes. Is that a tasty burger?
That is a tasty burger.
Good morning. Today is Sunday, and today is the show day for Retro Rides. We have managed to take down our tent actually successfully, so now we're going to head in and see what this show is all about.
Nice little freebie to wake up to. Tents down. Consume.
Bazooka style. You got the trusty Reliance limiter jump starting the Range Rover. The modern Range Rover. Ironic. Yep, I can relate.
So much want. Oh, fat. Makes comfort look tiny.
What better way than to wake up to the auto slalom? Got a guy in a BMW giving it some. Oh yes. Got all the bricks, plus a bit of Spice Girls, because why not?
You fit in it?
Just about, like, not moving, let's put it that way. Yeah, there you go. You find out what the measurements of these seats are, so these are pretty much ideal. elegance. Another little rarity, Fiat Uno Turbo. Oh yes. Whoa, look at this. Wow. Look at all these gorgeous old Porsches. Oh, these are so nice. That is beautiful, that colour. I love that. Yeah. Oh, I love these old classic ones. Really nice. Suddenly grown quite fond of Porsches. A bunch of Mark 1s at the Mark 1 Golf Owners Club. They're all rather nice. Nice G60 here. Joe's having kittens because she's just seen an old childhood car from that her dad had. Look at that, 309 GTI.
No way!
Did you have one?
I had one of those, the Garfield ones, and my dad's got it on his bed still. That's weird.
You just had a weird nostalgic sort of funny moment.
My dad had one just like that, but a little bit bigger, doing like that face that he stuck on the window.
Alright, so we are approaching the bit where we were displayed last year, so I'll drop a link of the video in the description and let's see what we got here this time. So this section here is the Corolla Brotherhood. We got a lot of the 8086s. Like Gran Turismo, that one. Like that one. It's a mad 340 horsepower S2000 powered Starlet here. That went around the track yesterday and that was a hoot. Not saying I know much about these, but it's a Turismo, and it's like a little sort of two-door saloon kind of one. I'm sure someone in the comments will enlighten me, I hope. But I like it, it's nice. I do like a Jap car. So we've got an awesome looking Supra there. I really like those. Yes. I'd have a twin turbo, please. Bunch of little scooters. I didn't know you could lower a scooter, but it turns out you can. Some of these are like on the floor. Right, so we are now on the track where a lot of the retro parking is and a lot of the display cars are. It's GTIR. Oh, that is amazing. Beautiful. Looks like Merlin purple as well from the skyline maybe. With I think probably some extra fleck. Shares an auto soul probably.
Isn't that stunning?
That is beautiful, yeah. That is really nice.
Calipers.
So, hydraulic ram for the rock of the engine.
Look at those brakes.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah. Quite a nice arrangement of all the cars on display. Sort of a bit of a privilege as well to have your car
on the Goodwood race circuit. There's a little Polo and a Golf. Whee! And having just seen the P slots, I recognise this one. This one has been on a number of our cruises, as has this Sirocco. So they are part of Southeast Mark II Golfs. I'm going to go and find them. Another Golf. I spy the same wheels as ours. Compromotive MO5s. Nice unusual looking Mark 1.
Oh yeah.
Joe rather likes this one. Finds it cute. Wow, look at this SRI. It's beautiful, the colour. It's so nice. And it is arrow straight. Suddenly a car that just disappeared off the face of the earth. You just hardly see any of them now. Now, I absolutely adore these Fiat Coupe 20 valve turbo. Now, a bit of an interesting fact. Fiat said that it wouldn't do more than 150 miles an hour. That was its actual claimed top speed, where realistically it would do 165 miles an hour. And I know that because a friend of mine had one and tested it on the Autobahn, and yes, it can definitely do it. So there you go, a genuine 165 mile an hour car, and it was also designed in the Chris Bangle studio. So that was before he went a bit mad with BMW. He went mad with this Fiat instead. What a car. Well, I think it's already a classic, but they are awesome. Nice little Golf. An early one, the D-Reg. It's the Type 19, if you want to call it that. Basically, 7-slack wheel, mirrors in the sort of setback position, and a few other little bits and bobs. So, like the badge is on the left-hand side at the back and things like that. So, quite desirable if you like that sort of thing. Cartoon art on this one. Makes it look like it's going fast when it's actually just sat there. Yeah, it's really nice. The interior in it as well, this, look at that. That's a very, very nice car. Not particularly clued up on my Mustangs, but is that a fastback? I think it is. So someone will tell me. I don't care if they're notoriously rubbish, they just look amazing and it's just iconic, obviously. Would you like some engine to go with your boost? Look at that, twin turbo and twin supercharged. Have some boost, that is mad. I mean, it is a proper drag car, so at least it's purposeful. That is mad. Unusual to see a city Golf in this country, so these were South African import, and they've got some basically modern, well, more modern, like 6N2 Polo bits in, like the steering wheel and things like that. Yeah, it's quite unusual, nice to see. Such a raw car. Nothing in the way of luxuries, just built for purpose. These are great. Don't think I'd fit in one though.
I don't think you'd fit in that.
No, I don't think I would. I wouldn't fit in that. Sitting on it. Talking about. little pocket rocket. Though I think I'd need one for my other foot. So I've just walked the length of the pit lane straight with all the cars parked up on display. There's been such a really good variety. It's been really, really nice examples. We're going to check out the rest of the show and see what it's about. The colour of that is stunning. Wow. It's like the deepest purple. That is beautiful. Love the way the chrome offsets it as well.
Don't get too close, you see other problems.
Look at that Scooby wagon. That is great, isn't it? It's such a nice colour, that. Really unusual as well, there's not many of them about. I think they made them at the same time as the bright blue metallic, so they've been limited numbers, but yeah, there's not many of these ones left. The bright blue metallic seems to be a bit more popular. Now this Escort's been getting a lot of attention, so let's see what's going on with this. It's really nice. Don't really know enough about Escorts to sort of be able to do it any justice by talking about it.
That's right. I know I tried, but it's like
It's a lovely rally. Funny, we were speaking to the owner about this car yesterday. He'd had it 3 weeks, he was going to get it home, he was going to task it up, he was going to do a bit of paintwork with it, enjoy it and everything like that. And then we're now on the Sunday and it's for sale. Funny how things change. Right, so that was our kind of behind the scenes look at Retro Rides Weekender 2025. Really hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a really great weekend. I've loved every second of it. So I'll see you next time on Southeast Mk2 Golfs, and I hope you like and subscribe. See you next time.